All right, let's deal with the Matthew 24:7. Let's deal with this. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So nation against nation, you see, the Tigray Ethiopia is warring against the Amar Ethiopia. That's a nations, right? You have Yemen Houthi versus the Saudi Houthi versus the Yemen people. You have Russia versus Ukraine, Belarus versus Ukraine and Poland, China and Taiwan, North Korea and South Korea. You have China and Australia in the Solomon Islands right now, right? Mexico internally, Venezuela. So you have nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, right? And you see the famine because no country them I say, oh, we not gonna export food no more. The grains, we're not exporting that. You understand? So the famine and the pestilences, you have the C19, and with the safety data sheet that come with the C19, it's a whole like 9 pages, no space, just comma after word of the pestilences, right? And the earthquakes in diverse places like Tanga, La Palma, the Three Sisters in Oregon. Every day earthquake, you look on the map, it's an earthquake, about 1,000 earthquakes every day. That's why it's talking about this time now, because we have the technology for see all of them thing there with the earthquakes and that. We have the technology for see that the earthquakes are appearing in diverse places. Back then they couldn't know because the letter them take years for arrive and all of that. Right? So Matthew 24:8. All of these are the beginnings of sorrows, cause it's not the end yet. Right? I know the end yet. So let's get verse 9. Because after when all of this pop off, the nation against nation, we're in the midst of this right now. The nations, the famines, the pestilence, we're there in the midst of this right now. We're in the midst of that going on right now. Right? But this has to happen. Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? So the elect of the Lord, so-called Jesus, Yahushua, we have to be delivered up to be afflicted. So you see, back in the winter time, Biden passed a law saying about religious extremists and labeling us as terrorists. And then you have the CDC, right? If I am sick with one of them things on the CDC list of indefinite quarantine about things, then they can come and grab me up, right? So watch it, verse 3 and 10. What else? Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which is come upon the whole world, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? This attack, the hour of temptation, the mark of the beast, when they get mandated, it's indefinitely. You understand? But the Lord said it will keep us from this. So would that mean when they mandating it that man them is gonna that the church and the prophets and the elect are gonna not be there, meaning no pre-trib rapture? No, that's not what you're talking about. What you're talking about is this, John 10:28. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. Because if you are of the elect, right, you were determined that you were of the elect from he said, let there be light. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. You were the elect, been there, meaning you can't lose your salvation if you are of the elect. The only thing about that, right? Cause now I'm sounding like once saved, always saved, right? The only thing about this electing, you don't know that you're the elect. I don't know if I'm the elect. I don't know if the next man down the street is the elect. I don't know these things. That's what it's about, right? So the hour of temptation If you are the elect, you have nothing to worry about. If you're not of the elect, well, I don't understand. There's no, it says in Romans, no man ever resists God's will. So pray that you are of the elect. All right. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? This is the aura temptation, Jacob's trouble, right? Things where you're gonna see things popping off that you never see, but I'm not even gonna ramble about it. I'm just gonna read it in second Esdras, right? So watch on, hold on. This about for be a good read right there. So right, hold on. Here it is. Second Esdras 16 and 18, right? So the Bible must be read precept upon precept, because if you read this, you're gonna be like, oh, didn't it say that's a Matthew? And now you understand the Lord is the same man he was in the Old Testament as he is in the New Testament, because he never made anything up. Even Paul wasn't making things up. That's why you need to read the whole Bible so you know where they set. Where you know where them I get the thing them say from. So 18. The beginning of sorrows, the great mourning, the beginning of famine, the great death, the beginning of wars, and the poor shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Both famine, plagues, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? So tribulation, meaning this, we're in tribulation right now. What y'all talking about? But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wicked ways, nor always be mindful of the scourges. So in all of this, some people still not gonna stop sin, bro. You have people shaking, can't walk no more, blood clots everywhere in them system, and then man, them, you see, even in the place where them get the GBGB, right? Them man there in the GBGB place, have reaction, a epileptic thing, right? And the people still on the line waiting for to get them. So, you see me? So, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wicked ways, nor always be mindful of the scourges. Right? Behold, victuals shall be so good chief upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Because right now you go to the supermarket, the boxes of the cereal, the price still good, but the box them get smaller. The price of the aisle is still good, but the aisle bottle, which you understand the shrinkflation are going on right now. You understand? Hold on. There's some good things in this. Hold on. Here it is. Verse 40. Second Esdras 16:40. Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So you have to be ready for move and the go. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. What is a talk about? Watch it. What this is talking about, verse 44. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers, and therefore they that labor in vain, right? So what? For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods. This is the time of Jacob's trouble, when nobody give a damn about law and order no more. Overthrow their horses and take the children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their horses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, saith the Lord, right? Because we're talking about Jacob's trouble. For that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, right? We're talking about Jacob's trouble. We're talking about Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? So all of this is going to be going on because the man them think that they have that this the end of the world, the survival of the fittest. The Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, the Most High God and His Son, so-called Jesus. Them two man them is not pan the 2/3 of the world and the wicked people mind. They're trying to fulfill them lust. You understand? Back in a fourth grade in our school, when we ask, oh, the world is ending, what you want to do? Yeah, some man them say, I'm gonna go rob a bank or something. Then you have the man them talk about, I'm gonna go rape a woman. You understand? So all of them people are gonna act upon the lust because they know that law and order is over. And all of this is going to happen, man. So, watch it. Because you have to remember, the elect is 144,000 mixed with the 1/3. The elect is the minority in the world, right? We are, Lord willing, me and all you man watching this, we have the elect. We are the minority. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein, right? So 2/3 of them people are no good. They don't have the faith of the Lord in them. They're gonna act upon their lust. You understand? Watch it. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 15. Hold on, let me get some context. Verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age, right? So jump to 15. He is the poor righteous man, right? The elect. He is grievous unto us even to behold, for his life is not like other man's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father. Right? So jump up a little bit. So this is actually of the nation of Israel, looking at the 1/3 and the 144,000. Right? This is where the 2/3 are saying in their mind. Every day they see people post the videos upon the corners prophesying. This is what them thinking in them head. You understand? Verse 17. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him. Isn't that what they said to him, to so-called Jesus, you always shy upon the cross? If the just man be the son of God, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Right? Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. So the 2/3, these men them know you, man. Them 2/3 people know who you are and what you do. And they say, well, we're gonna rob everybody and ravage horses. But let's get the poor righteous man, because he won't fight back. Right? He believe in God so much. Let's go test it. Let's go rob him all loads of food. You understand that? Because he won't do it. I'm just thinking like a bad man would think, right? If I'm gonna go rob somebody, I'm gonna rob the righteous people, because they might not fight back, because they're sore. You understand? You understand, right? So you have the 2/3 in the time of Jacob's trouble that's gonna come against the elect, right? And you also have the devil himself. Ezekiel 35. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Because Mount Seir is really where the Caucasian race come from. They're not Caucasian. That is a land owned by Japhet, right? That's why you have the Black Sea by it and the Caspian Sea. Because them people were dark people, not red neck people. You understand? Because verse 3, and say unto it, so the nation of the white people, right? So-called white people, Edom, Mount Seir. Thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. So why? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and in the time their iniquity had an end. So what this means is, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, the white people have a forever. The word perpetual means forever, right? So in the time of Jacob's trouble, these people that hated you forever, they're going to show how they hate you forever in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, when you go around white people, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, right, and you talk about end of days, they always bring up race war. It's never the so-called black and Latin man bringing up race war. It's the white people bringing it up. Because when they know they don't have to act like they're not racist no more, they're going to be killing, murdering, robbing, stealing, cannibalism, raping, everything they can possibly want to do, because these people are sickos. Everyone talk about the Illuminati, the elites, the Illuminati, the one percenters. Them all are fucking white man, bro. All are Edomite man, them. You don't understand, bro. So, you have the 2/3 of Israel where are going to come against the elect in Jacob's trouble. And now you have the white Edomite man them are going to come against the elect in Jacob's trouble. But you also have another class of two people, right? The refugee them. Jeremiah 51:14, right? The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. Allahu Akbar! Push! All of the Afghan, Iraqi man them, where them invite and give them 10K. And you know them man there, always when you go in at the little Arab shop, right, them say, oh, you black people, I feel bad for you, man. The white man, they know, they understand. The Arab people, they don't like us either. But no nation supposed to like a nation, bro. It's racism is okay, right? But the white man do, yo, you have to go, bro. That's why it's the so-called white man. I gotta be the only nation that get completely wipe off. The rest of the nation, them, after them see the power, you understand, they're gonna understand, all right, this is the people we have to listen to. But it's gonna be good, cause they don't bomb people, they don't rape women like how the white man do it. They don't do all them things. They won't, you understand, we're not gonna force drugs on them and prostitution and pornography like democracy do. You understand? So the caterpillars, right? The Lord of hosts have sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee, because you have the Afghan the Afghani man them and the Iraqi man them. You have Somali refugee. You have the new Ukraine Nazi refugee, right? So you're gonna have race wars between the Arabs, the Nazis, the non-Nazi white patriot people. You understand? You get the 2/3 of Israel. You understand? Meaning the 2/3 of Israel is very dangerous. That's black gangsters, that's Jamaican gangsters, that's Puerto Rican gangsters, that's Mexican cartel man them, that's MS-13 man them. You understand what I'm saying? And them man them are gonna be like, it's the end of the world, anything go. Exactly, right? So watch this, Revelation 12:12. Just to wrap it back up, because we was talking about Matthew 24:9. That's one of the next prophecy I for pop off. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of our nation for my name's sake. The hour of temptation, right? So Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that you have a short time. But he knoweth that ye have but a short time, because the nations of Edom, meaning the USA and NATO EU country, they know that time is shortening. You understand? You have some EU countries saying, yo, we want the ruble forget the gas. Then you have other one saying, yo, bun that. So that's the 10 hands about for hate the hard because they're suffering because America. You understand? So they're gonna have to rush this plan through. Man, they put the black woman on the Supreme Court, right? So publicly she's talking about child porn and all of that thing there, and the porn offender get too much time. But really what she in there for do is to pass every mandate and mark of the beast thing where Biden want to pass. I know them people can't say nothing against her because it's racist if we go against a black woman. It's all a fucking scam, bro. You understand? It's all a sham. But yeah, they're gonna come hard on us, man. They passed all of the laws saying that, like, yo, I don't understand why the FEMA man right now can come to my house and kick down the door, right? They passed the laws already, the AH64, something like that. You understand? The CDC have the bird flu did it, right? The bird flu I kill all the chicken them, and bird flu is one of the reasons the CDC can indefinitely quarantine you, right? You understand? All of the paperwork is in place for them. You understand? Obama don't get the guillotine and all of that. You understand? The box carts with the chains and shackles. You understand? Them DNA tests all of America with you understand? To see which people are Israelite so they can know who waste bullet pan. Yo, time I get shot. Jacob Trouble, man.